Oh no, where am I? What's wrong with my webcam? Hold on. Where am I? Hello? Hello? Oh God, what have I done? What have I done? Where's my webcam? There we go. What's up, everybody? Hey, Patches, Joey, thank you for the 6 months of Prime, dude. Appreciate it. Hi, everybody. Have some Miko. How's it going? Happy Wednesday. Have a little Miko to brighten your day. Look at this little guy. Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? How you guys doing today? All right. Today, I was going to play on Waste SMP. I think we're going to do that tomorrow instead. And pretty sure we are going to finish up this mountain today. We have almost none of the mountain left. Check it out, guys. This is all that remains of the mountain. So I think I just wanted to chill with you guys. It's a rainy, dreary day here. I was feeling kind of down. Didn't really want to stream, but I was like, you know what? I'll just finish off this mountain this week. And we can do some other streams as well. But yeah. Are you sure you're going to finish it? I think I can do this in like an hour or two. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. All right, guys. By the way, you guys like my Warden hoodie? Pretty sick, right? Pretty sick hoodie. Pretty awesome hoodie. Shout out, very cool shirts. Burgo, thank you for the $2.99 Australia coins, dude. Mogtavius, how's it been? Not bad, not bad. I've been having a lot of allergies lately. The seasons are changing here. It is like becoming springtime. LEA, thank you for the $2 super chat. Hey Mog, what's up? What's up? Tell us about Comic-Con. It was fun, dude. It was fun. I had a good time. Didn't have too much to do. Okay. Let's get going. I think we should be good. I am going to... Should I stay and watch Mogswamp or watch another streamer in 20 minutes? Stay and watch me. What kind of a question is that? What kind of a question is that? But yeah, so my allergies have been kind of bad because the seasons are changing here, so... and it's been kind of dreary. I don't know. I also, like, Comic-Con was fun, but... I get this, so I'm like a major extrovert, right? Like most of my like energy comes from being around a lot of people. And so like a lot of situations that would be stressful for other people are actually like very energizing and recharging for me, like a busy airport or like going to the mall and there's lots of people. And conventions are no exception. Comic-Con was really fun, just being around all that people. But it's kind of like when you have too much sugar or caffeine and you like crash really hard after. Like after going to Comic-Con, I've been feeling like really down. Like, I just don't have enough like friends in my life, or like I just don't have enough social interaction. It's like I'm around so many people during the convention, and like there's so much social interaction, and then it just stops all at once, and I get super like I guess it's just a crash. I get like a super bad like mood crash, and I end up like feeling super sad after. I get the post-con blues really hard. This happens to me with like everything. Happens to me with like VidCon, TwitchCon, Comic-Con. It always happens to me. Lando, thank you for the bits. Or no, sorry, the 3 stream streak. I see. Lilac Liberty Love, thank you for the 5 bits. Wow, a bunch of you on a 3-stream streak. Let's go. When I was a junior, when I was in junior high, I had such bad allergies since it was near woods. Oh, Gia Rose. The trees are what gets you. The trees are what gets you. Post-con depression is real. It really is. Did you get anything from the con, dude? I got so... Should we do like a little Comic-Con haul? I got so much. Whoa. Well, first of all, check out my egg dog. I got egg dog. Look at my long egg dog. I love my egg dog. Hello, egg dog. Shout out egg dog. Zamshire's the homie. Huge shout out to egg dog. I love those guys. Let's see. I am a huge fan of Akira. So let's take these out. I'm a huge fan of Akira, so I got this Akira risograph print. Hold on, I will hold it better for you guys. So that's pretty sick. I also got this just like spaceman, space person risograph astronaut print. Looks pretty sick. So I gotta get those framed. Also got this little white snake wrapped around a sword. Very fancy, very cool. Very, very cool. I got Isabelle from Animal Crossing as Lucy from Twin Peaks. I'm a massive Twin Peaks fan. And so an artist had done Isabelle from Animal Crossing as Lucy from Twin Peaks. So I really loved that. Went ahead and picked that one up. Let's see. I also got this really cozy Legend of Zelda print where it's like Zelda and Link like cuddled up on the couch playing Switch. Really fun. This awesome print of Howl's Moving Castle. Was there another one in here? I think there is. Oh, check out this Stardew Valley print. Look at that. Stardew Valley. How cool is that? Really cool. Let's see. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just putting some of these things back so they don't get gross. Let's see. What else did I get? I got some really fun Minecraft stickers. I got this for my brother. It's like Silk Song or like Hollow Knight alphabet. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then what was this one? I don't even remember what this one is. Oh, this one was for my girlfriend. Another Stardew Valley print. Really cute. Let's see here. Okay. Last thing. Butter Toaster, thank you for the tier 1. I'm glad you're here in spirit. Last thing is I got a few postcards from an artist that does very beautiful gouache art. There was this one. This Joshua tree. And then this really cool Posca pen Japanese countryside. So, lots of great art. I love art. I bought way too much art. Wait, are you clearing out the lava cast you were talking about in the YouTube short? I am, yes. Yes, indeed. We should get back to it. But yeah. Should I watch Wumba's complete Blazing Caves? Yes, you should. Wumba's an amazing creator. All right, let's see here. Doot. Maybe Bob, thank you for the 7-month membership. Mog, what superhero cinematic universe do you think is better? DC, Invincible, or Marvel? I love Invincible. My favorite, I like Image Comics the best. V for Vendetta, Watchmen, I believe. Image Comics has some amazing stuff. Or maybe, what is Watchmen DC? I think it's Image. Mog, what are your top 5 TV shows? Bliffy, thank you for the 10. Easy, top 3. Twin Peaks, Dark, Severance. After that, it gets hard. After that, I don't know. Maybe Gravity Falls. A 5th one, what would my... I'd have to think. But at least I know Twin Peaks, Severance, Dark, Gravity Falls. I'd have to think of another one. Yeah, in terms of, like, graphic novels and comics that I like, V for Vendetta, Watchmen, Akira, Y the Last Man, Swamp Thing, Paper Girls, those are all series that I've read and enjoyed very much. Very much a fan of comics. But I tend to buy graphic novels because I don't like buying individual issues of comics. It's too hard for me to keep track of. So I just like getting the big collections. Never tried Lazarus, never read it. Mog, are you gonna make another 100 Days video like the other city one? I definitely will at some point. There's been... So... I feel so bad, guys. I'm, like, really having, like, anxiety and panic attacks about the fact that it has been, like, 3+ months since my last video. It's really starting to get to me, I'm not gonna lie, but there's been, like, a bunch of stuff behind the scenes. Well, first of all, I mostly took December off because I was so burnt out, and I had to attend to a lot of real-life stuff, like doing my taxes. Then January, the subathon took up most of the month. And then February, I worked all month on my next 100 Days video, which isn't finished yet. But because of a sponsorship, I was going to get the video out like early March. But because of a sponsorship, it's looking like we're going to need to put it out in April instead. And so now I'm scrambling to figure out if there's some other video I can make before the end of March. I'm just, I don't know. I'm freaking out, guys. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I haven't gone this long without making a video before, and it's really getting to me. I hope you guys aren't disappointed or upset with me. It's definitely like one of the big pressures that you feel as a YouTuber, is like having to, I don't know. If you take these big gaps, it feels really, really bad. It feels like people are gonna forget about you and be disappointed in you. 100 Days of Interiors when? So I'm still deciding if I'm going to do 100 days of interiors or 100 interiors, because interiors might take me more than a day. So then if I do 100 interiors, I could do like 300 days worth of building, but then like 100 interior. You know what I mean? So it really depends on how many interiors I can come up with. But I just need to hop into creative and really start grinding that. I've got a bunch of them done. I've already got like 25 interiors ready to go. But there's still a lot more I need to do in creative mode. So that'll definitely come out this year, I think. But probably, I don't know. I don't know when. Don't let perfect be the enemy of done. Yeah, it's just like, it's not even that. It's just like dealing with sponsorship slots and stuff like that always complicates things a lot. We have a sponsor that I need to do in April, and like, yeah, I really want to put it on the 100 days video because I know the 100 days will do well. But then that means like I got to scramble and figure out something else to do for March, and March is already half over now. So I don't know. I'm just panicked. I'm just panicking. Aren't you working on 100 days on Waterworld? That is the one, yeah. That's the one that I was gonna put out early March, and then because of this sponsorship opportunity, I think I'm pushing it till April, which is good anyways, because I needed more time on it to make it perfect. But that means that I gotta come up with something else to do in the meantime, or else it'll be like 4 months plus without putting out a video. So I don't know. I'm just kind of freaked out. I don't want to wait that long. You should make a video about shader packs and texture packs and mods and stuff. Honestly, that is not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I could get that out super quick, and people have been asking for it. Take a look at the mod Scholar. It's way better than Scribble. Whoa, what? Scholar mod. Modrinth. It's like Scribble, but better? Oh, you can edit 2 pages at once. Interesting. Very, very interesting. It looks like it's like an actual gameplay changing mod though, right? Because that's the only thing is like I want to be able to not have the mod and my books still work, if that makes sense. Very cool mod though. I'll have to look into it more. Have you played Pokopia? I did start playing Pokopia. It's so fun, dude. I haven't gotten very far yet. I'm like still in the very, very beginning of the game. But man, it's a great game so far. I was super excited to pick that up. Hey, Mog, have you seen Simon Stollenhag's books and artwork? His art style is very interesting, and I'm planning on basing my MC world on his work. Simon Stollenhag. Simon Stollenhag. Yes, I have seen this guy's work. In fact, it's exactly who I thought it was gonna be. I thought the name sounded familiar. He does those like very liminal dystopian artworks. I have seen those. Yes, I'm familiar. Very, very cool art style for sure. Have you played DOTT? What is DOTT? Yeah, Pokopia has been great so far. Highly recommend picking it up if you can afford it, or if you have a Switch 2. Nice to have another Switch 2 game to sink my teeth into, because there hasn't been a lot. It's been a little bit slow, I think, like, that's typical for when a console first releases, but I'm dying for, like, a main title Zelda or Mario game to get announced, or, like, an Animal Crossing. Any of the above, really. Unfortunately, like, Mario Kart World is, like, very cool conceptually, but sort of, for me at least, misses the mark a little bit. It's like, it's got such an beautiful open world, and I just want to explore it. Hello? That seemed like it took a long time. But there's, like, not actually, like, a reason to explore it or anything to do in the world, which really bothers me. I wish they had, like, I don't know, made, like, higher incentives to, like, go explore and more things to do in the world. Mog, I've been inspired by some of your builds and made things that resemble them pretty closely. Is that a bad thing? I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, everybody starts doing that, right? Like, I've definitely, like, taken heavy inspiration from builds in the past and sort of incorporated them into my own style. I think it's totally fine to, you know, take inspiration from other people's builds. If it looks, like, overly similar, you know, you can always, like, give credit. I don't really care personally, but I think it's, like, the nice thing to do in general. Some people, like, really feel strongly about it. So, like, you know, it's not so much for me that I'm saying that as, like, as much as for other Minecraft builders. Like, it's always good practice to sort of let people know if you're going to show off your build anywhere that, like, hey, I was inspired by this person's build. But other than that, I think it's totally fine to take inspiration from other people's work. That's kind of the name of the game. It's kind of how art works. Mog, if you could update any mob in any way, which one would it be and what would you change? Personally, I would change the Pillagers or Wandy T. I don't know. I might change Phantoms to look like the original Phantoms and, like, maybe even be underwater instead of a flying mob, or, like, be an end-only mob. Phantoms would be a big one for me. I've become a Phantom hater. Mog, yesterday my parents came to my class for our culinary luncheon, and I made tableside cherries jubilee for them. Isn't that what you were so nervous about? I'm sure it went great, right? I'm noticing a pattern, Gwendolyn. You get nervous about things that you have to do in your class, and then it ends up going great. So hopefully you're building up your confidence that you can take on any challenge. Maybe we'll get a new reveal of the new Zelda game for the 40th anniversary. That'd be awesome. Is that this year? 40 years of Zelda is kind of crazy. What's your opinion on Titanfall 2? I've never played it. Is that the one with the mech suits, Titanfall? I'm trying to think of which one that is. That's what my teacher said to me. He said, I lack confidence even though I'm good at what I do. Well, then that's something to work on, you know? Just try building up your confidence, you know? Like, it can help, like, I think one thing that can help is to, like, journal. If you're consistently feeling very nervous about something, like, write it down, and then after the thing happens, write down how you felt after it, and then compare how you felt before to how you felt after, and you'll start being able to sort of, like, see how much better you feel about things once, like, you've done them, and, like, that way, like, I think the reason journaling like that is helpful is because then you can't, like, gaslight yourself at all. Because, like, it's very easy to be like, oh, I wasn't that nervous for it, but I'm nervous for this next thing. This next thing's going to be different. You know what I mean? But if you have it written down and you can, like, literally step into your mindset from before a thing happened, it can help you, like, have a little bit more introspection. I don't know. Have you tried Fortnite? I love Fortnite, bro. I haven't played in a little bit. Well, that's not true. I've been playing a little bit recently, but not a ton. I want to play some OG. Okay, let's try from here. Dude, I can tell I'm lagging because, like, the TNT's, like, taking, like, extra long to ignite. It's so weird. My frames aren't that good either. I don't know why, like, during streams, my game has been so laggy lately, and it's really confusing. Maybe I just need, like, a restart. This happened last week, too, I think. Like, I'm getting so framey. And, like, when I'm not streaming, it's totally fine. And I know streaming's intense, but, like, I have a ridiculous PC. It should be able to handle this no problem. So I don't know what's going on. I have to look into that. Oh, God. Nice. All right, another layer done. Let's just clean up anything left behind. We got like 2 layers left of this thing, and then like it's actually done. The only thing that like isn't done is this top portion. There's still a lot of cobblestone to peel back towards the walls, but I might like literally cut off the top of this mountain and just like blow all of this top up and redo a lot of it. So I kind of just like got to decide what I'm going to do with it. So first I'm just going to finish clearing out like this bottom part in today's stream, and then we'll probably take a break from this mountain for a while until I know for sure what we want to do with it. How did you get sugarcane in your super flat world? The Wandering Trader sells sugarcane as well as a few other farmable items that you can't get anywhere else. Another example is cactus. So yeah, there's a few things he sells that once you have them once, you can then plant them and get infinite. But you just need him to sell it that first time. So before the Wandering Trader had sugarcane or cactus, I actually couldn't get like rockets or like I couldn't get green dye. There was like a bunch of stuff I couldn't get before the Wandering Trader was added. All the different saplings. I used to only be able to build with oak wood. Wouldn't be surprised if it's all the axolotls. Oh, speaking of axolotls, we do have a few attempts we can make today for the blue axolotl. I think I have 8 buckets. But yeah, we could go try killing some of the axolotls. That might help. I also like don't know what my render distance at. We could turn this down a little. But yeah, it probably is the axolotls over here. We should kill some of them. I think it's fine to just like kill some of them. Like, yeah, there's a lot of them in there. Look how stuttery it is. Let's just kill some of them. I think we'll have to do this once in a while. Just to, like, save my world from lagging to death. It's funny how they just, like, play dead. I think it's starting to help. My game's feeling a little less laggy the more of these I get rid of. Why not put them in buckets? I don't know. Why would I need that, I guess? I guess we could have. Don't the buckets not stack, though? If they have the axolotls in them? Or I guess they do, right? I don't know. Do they? It's too late now. Mog, have you seen Harry Potter and the Cursed Child play? The special effects are amazing. I have not. I have not. I wasn't, like, sure how canon that play is. There sure are a lot of these. Oops. Josiah Sins, thank you for the tier 1, dude. Luke Costa, you gotta stop spreading that around. I like told you so clearly that I don't want that out there. Really bothering me, bro. All right, there's only a few left. That should be fine for now. So is that any better? It still feels so laggy. Like, I don't know what's going on in my world lately. What do I think about the Gen 10 starters? I did see the new Pokemon starters, the, like, Wind and Waves, I think it's called. They look pretty cute. The only one that's, like, gross is the water one. But the fire and the leaf ones were both really cute. I'm pretty excited for that game. It looks like they finally took everybody's complaints seriously and made something like a Pal World style Pokemon game. Which is super cool to see. So I'm pretty excited for that. Maybe you just need to restart your PC. I probably do. I don't think I've restarted it in like 2 weeks, which is really bad. But it's because I AFK every night at the Wandering Trader. All right, where was I? This feels a little better. The axolotls definitely weren't helping. I want to get the blue axolotl in my Minecraft world. It's such a thing, dude. It's such a task. It's gonna feel so good when we finally get it, though. It's gonna feel insanely good. Okay, so after this, like, we've got like 1-2 layers left. But although I think that's just like only some of it. So we got like 1 to 2 layers left after this layer. Pretty great. I'm making good time. All right, so we'll go for this row. How many hours do you have on Minecraft? I don't know for sure, but probably a couple years at least. Haven't watched since I saw the end of the subathon? Well, welcome back. How you been? How's everything been the last month and a half, month or two? Remember, chat, we still have 6 more years of guaranteed Mogswamp. It's true. It's true. Probably more than that, too. Let's be real. Who knows, though? Maybe I do just get bored with this. All right, let's do another row. You go through flint and steel so fast doing this, it's crazy. They barely last like 2 rows. See? Kaz, thank you for the tier 1. Yo, hope you're all good. Remind me, what's the plan for Inside the Mountain? So I think I want to do like a Wither Temple. Based on the lore of my world, there should be like some abandoned mine shafts in here and stuff like that. And then like some sort of like Wither statue at the center, maybe with like corrupted Wither spreading throughout the abandoned mines or something. Something along those lines is like the gist of what we're going for. But I don't know yet. I haven't started planning any of it in creative or anything like that. I just have loose ideas in my head of what we might do. The plan could totally change. You never know. Hi, new viewer here. I recently discovered your channel. I'm really loving how much you love this game, watching from Spain. Dude. Hola. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching, dude. I do love this game. I'm a big Minecraft nerd, that's for sure. We can go one more over. It's like this row. Can't tell where the pattern starts. Okay, we'll go from here. One, two. Ghost Hunter, thank you for the prime, dude. We got a hype train. No way. Thank you so much. Hi, Mog. Hope you're having a great day. Do you know that one name for a group of weasels is a boogle? A boogle of weasels? That's crazy. I've never heard that. Hi, Mog. Yesterday, I watched your Tunneler's Dream vid, and I really like the builds in the video, but I have a question. When you make builds, do you prepare them in creative before building? Typically, yes. For those 100 days videos, I do it a little bit more organically. Like, I'll do a lot of it in survival, and then just kind of, like, go over to creative to, like, try to spice it up a little, spruce it up a little, if that makes sense. Because, like, for the 100 days challenge videos, I like to sort of, like, establish a little bit of a base before I actually go ahead and hop into creative. That way I know, like, what materials I have, where I'm building, like, where all my farms are and stuff like that, if that sort of makes sense. So usually if you're seeing, like, a build in, like, my flat world, it's usually always planned in creative first. But those 100 days super flat challenges that I do are a little bit more like half and half. I do a little bit in survival, I do a little bit in creative, and I kind of hop back and forth. Rebella, thank you for the tier 1. That's very sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, Rebella. I don't understand why watching a man mine cobblestone and talking is so good, but I just love it. Dude, it's like the dirt streams too. There's something really satisfying about it. Like, not only can most of my attention be on chat, which makes the talking really fun, but also, like, just seeing the progress throughout the stream is very addicting. There's something very satisfying about it. It's hard to look away. Is the stream vertical for TikTok? I don't stream to TikTok. I only do YouTube and Twitch. But I like to do vertical streams on YouTube because I have a big shorts audience who might not know that I stream. And so doing the vertical streams so that they appear on the shorts feed is a great way to let some of my shorts viewers know that, hey, I do like live streams and long form videos and stuff like that. So, because I do have a lot of people who just watch my shorts and don't really watch my other content. So I'm always trying to reach out to those people and get them more involved in the channel. You know, so that they're not just watching shorts, but maybe they're tuning into a stream or, like, tuning into a long-form video once in a while. Who says a grind cannot be fun? Pretty much why I moved to playing Vintage Story. I miss Minecraft, though. Vintage Story, I gotta play more of. They just had a big update. Monster and I were talking about it. Definitely gonna come back to it at some point soon. Just a busy guy, just a busy beaver. I would have already done it if I wasn't so behind on main channel videos, to be honest. But yeah, I really got to put out a main channel video before I can worry about other games at the moment. Oh, I feel so behind. It's really stressing me out. I'm just having so much, like, anxiety and trepidation about it. I hate how the Minecraft scene is so unappealing in school. Like, when you tell your friends that you like playing Minecraft, it's kind of awkward. But you're just such a Minecraft nerd and know every obscure Minecraft fact. Really? What are the kids playing now? Like Roblox instead? How is that? Isn't that more cringy than being a Minecraft fan? Is Minecraft losing its grip on the youth? Fortnite? They play Geometry Dash and Rocket League? I mean, I think those are, like, competitive-ish games, you know? Like, and Minecraft doesn't really have that much of a competitive aspect unless you're into the speedrunning. So I can understand, like, why those other games are so popular, because there's more of, like, a skill / like, competitive aspect. And a lot of people, that's what they're looking for in games. Minecraft's, like, almost pure sandbox, pure creativity. A lot of people also, like, count themselves out as just, not creative people, which is sad for me to see because I think everybody's, like, inherently, like, humans are creative by nature. I think a lot of people just need to, like, reframe how they think about art and creativity. Like, artists count, like, anything as art, whereas, like, non-artists, I think art is, like, a very limited thing where it's like a painting or a sculpture, and they're like, they have, like, very restricted views on what art is, and so maybe they're doing things in their life that are creative, but they're not, like, counting it as being artistic or creative. Like, there's creativity in science. There's creativity in math. Like, there's creativity in programming. You know, a lot of the things that people wouldn't think of as creative, like, have a ton of creativity in them. And problem solving. Miko Cam, please? You got it. What's the next video? So, like I said earlier in this stream, I've been working on this 100 Days Waterworld video for a while, and I was originally planning on having it out, like, early March. But based on, like, discussions with a sponsor, it's looking like we need to put it out in April instead. And so I'm sort of taking my time with it to finish it up and make it really, really great. But in the meantime, I really do want to make a video in March. So I'm kind of scrambling to see if there's any quick video ideas I can get out for March. So I'm really not sure what the next video will be at the moment. I was thinking like that gassed docking station that we built last stream could actually make it as a main channel video. It's a little bit smaller of a project than I would normally do for a main channel video, but maybe that's okay. Like maybe not every project needs to be like a giant mega project, and I don't know. The last time I tried doing like a quite a smaller project on my Flat World as a video was probably like the Wandering Trader Mansion, which was quite a while ago at this point. So who knows? I guess like our Happy Gas like update video was also a bit of a smaller Flat World video, but at the same time, that was like more of a update video. Like I was talking about new features coming to the game, so it was a little bit more like relevant and topical than like a Happy Gas docking station. So I don't know. What about finishing the cliff in between the Big Rock Bay and the tower? I mean, honestly, that could be a good video as well. That's not a bad idea. I don't know how I would... The problem is, like, always packaging the videos. Like, I just don't know how I would, like, title or thumbnail them, but I gotta just think about it. Hey, Mog, I'm not a super consistent viewer, but I love to tune into some of the streams. Just wondering what all this block breaking is for and what project we're working on now. So... this is an actual lava cast mountain that I built way back in 2013. I call it Withering Heights because I used to go tunnel into the side here and fight my withers like in the middle of this like cobblestone mountain. But the reason I'm breaking it all is because it actually causes a lot of lag in my world. All of these like little holes and divots are all like extra faces that the game needs to render. And they're also like dark spaces where the game needs to check if it should spawn mobs. So for a bunch of reasons, basically, the mountain is like one giant lag producer. Lava cast mountains are like really laggy. And so I decided to hollow it all out last year. And I've been working on it for like a little under a year, I would say. And we're almost done. I think we're going to finish today. Except for the top part. So what we need to do up here is like this cobblestone isn't actually peeled peeled back to where the actual frame of the mountain is. So there's a little bit of cobblestone we need to get through at this top portion. But other than that, this is the last chunk left of the mountain that we need to mine. You could do a vid fixing minor things around your world that annoy you. That's definitely a good idea as well. There's a lot of those. There's a lot of little things. Mog, I need some advice. Lately, I haven't been into Minecraft as much, and I feel bored. I'm in school full-time, and I have a part-time job, so I don't really have much time for Minecraft, but I really want to find motivation for a forever world. I have a lot of good ideas, but I just find early game Minecraft boring. Once it hits late game, it gets better. But do you have any tips to speed up early game Minecraft? That is something I definitely struggle with as well. I'm not an early game player. I'm definitely like a late game person. I don't really enjoy the early game very much, which I feel is very different to how most people feel in this game. Like, everybody always talks about the 2-week Minecraft phase, and to me, in your first 2 weeks, that's all early game. Like, you don't really even reach late game until, like, you're a week or two into a playthrough in your world. So I'm always, like, surprised when people all talk about how universal the 2-week Minecraft phase is, because, like, the early part of a world is the part that I don't like. It's where you have to build all the farms and, like, set everything up, and it's very overwhelming because you've got a blank slate. In terms of speeding it up, I would just say, like, honestly, villagers are so overpowered. You can just really prioritize making a villager breeder. Like, if you just, like, spawn into a new world, find the closest village, make a villager breeder, make an iron golem farm, and make a villager trading hall, you can go from, like, nothing to full enchanted diamond tools and gear in, like, maybe 10 in-game days, which is, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours. Like, you can do it so fast. You can really speedrun it. That would be my suggestion, because then you can just get, like, full enchanted gear, go beat the end, get your elytra and shulkers, and you basically are in the end game once you do all that stuff. After that, like, the farms you build really depend on what you want to make for your base. So that would be my main suggestion, would just be to, like, follow the super flat route, which is, like, min-max your villagers. But I don't know if there's, like, a perfect answer, because I'm with you, dude. I don't love early game in Minecraft, and so I definitely relate to you. But, you know, just making a lot of plans for what you're gonna do once you get past early game is typically what motivates me. You know, get some concept art on Pinterest, draw some little sketches, and then you get excited for what you're gonna build, and you know, that helps as well. Joey, thank you for the tier 1 to Amy Bunny. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate that. Hi, Mog. I love your vids. And funny coincidence, I'm also called Miko, just like your cat. Anyways, love you, and thanks for making such amazing videos. Oh my god, that's so cool. 2 Mikos. That's awesome. Thanks for watching, dude. Thanks for being here. Yo, Mog, I was just watching one of your vids while playing a semi-natural super flat world. I'm close to day 1,000, and the only things I spawned in are an oak sapling and an end portal. Oh, you're on bedrock. I see. So yeah, it's like semi-natural. I think those are fair things to spawn in bedrock super flat, especially the end portal. A second Miko has hit the stream. What do you want in the next drop? That's a tough question. I don't know. I definitely think, like, a lot of people are clamoring for more building blocks, and I tend to agree. I think it's been, you know, we went all of 2025 without a new biome or tree type, I believe. It was the last time was the Pale Garden update in end of 2024. And so now that we're looking at the summer drop for 2026, I think it's about time to probably add another biome and tree type. That would be probably the most obvious thing. Personally, I've been wanting this for years, but I just want them to go back and add all the features from those biome updates we never got. The savanna, the mesa, and the desert. We were supposed to have things like baobab trees, palm trees, meerkats, vultures, ostriches, termite mounds, few other features that I'm probably forgetting, but I would just love to see all that added to the game. I loved all those ideas. They were promised to come to the game, but it never happened. And honestly, while they're at it, why not make a use for the fletching table? I just like, I don't know. I feel like the drops have been such a good opportunity for Mojang to go back and change things about the game and like fulfill old promises and like, you know, add the copper golem, which like never won the mob vote. And like, you know, they've been doing a lot of this stuff that is setting the game up really nicely for the future. And I think adding all those old biome votes would be such a good thing. I don't think they're gonna do it personally. Like, it doesn't seem super likely that that's what's coming, but that's what I would like to see. Is mace good on super flat? I don't think super flat would like affect how the mace works at all. I think it would just work the same as in a normal world. And honestly, I have tried mace PvP before. I cannot get the hang of the mace. I'm so bad with the mace. I'm similarly bad with the spear. So I'm just like not very good with those weapons. So I'm probably the wrong person to ask, to be honest with you. Do you have a specific plan on when to update your world? I was gonna update it today, but the creative server hasn't been updated yet. But it's like this week. I'm literally updating to 1.21.11 this week. I've already been playing Waterworld on 1.21.11. So I've had a stable instance for a while. But yeah, there's nothing really holding me back at this point other than just like making sure the creative world is also on 1.21.11. So, yeah, I'm probably going to update this week. Guys, you want to see how much cobble I've gotten from doing this? It's kind of crazy. All of this, 1 double chest, 2 double chests, 3 double chests, and another half double chest. All of these shulkers full of cobblestone from mining Withering Heights. Pretty crazy. What type of content do you enjoy? I watch a lot of I watch a lot of political stuff and geography stuff, so a lot of geopolitics. And I also watch just like general like educational content. Like I'm always just watching videos about interesting things that like I don't know, like I'm trying to think of some good example channels that just kind of like make random educational content. Who's the guy from that used to be on Vox? Phil Edwards. I think he's like a pretty good example of like one of those types of channels. I just watch like a lot of like, yeah, like educational type stuff. Did I just put away a wrong shulker? Yeah, Vsauce and Veritasium are definitely like that. I don't really watch those channels as much specifically, but like that is the type of genre of content I'm talking about. Like pretty much every creator that I like to watch in my free time is on Nebula, which is the sort of streaming platform made by educational YouTubers. So, yeah, like I just watch like a lot of that sort of stuff. I watch a little bit of Vlogbrothers, not a ton, but like mostly like random videos of what's the one who didn't write the book? Hank. I'll be on Nebula one day. I got a lifetime subscription, so mine will never run out. Mini Minuteman? Oh yeah, I love that guy. I mostly watch his shorts, to be honest. I love that he's from Massachusetts. I just have an affinity for anybody from Massachusetts, so... I got to meet Tom Scott at VidCon last year, and all I talked to him about was his appearance on Jet Lag, the game. I did not even mention anything about his videos. I was just like, what was it like being on Jet Lag, the game? How was your season? Like, how did it feel? How did you get invited? Like, all I talked to him was about Jet Lag, the game. Even though I do like his videos. He makes great content. He was a cool guy. Honestly, pretty much every YouTuber I've ever met is a cool guy. I've met such random YouTubers, bro. I met Anthpo. I met the Blender Guru, the guy with the donuts. I met Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks. Who else? Like, what other random YouTuber? JJ McCullough. I met a bunch of times. I've actually met JJ like several times. And like went to. Let's see, what else? Who else? Who else can I think of? I met Solar Sands a couple times. Dude, being a YouTuber is so fun because you just get to like meet other YouTubers at these like conventions and stuff. And like, at the end of the day, I'm a YouTube fan, dude. I'm just like a YouTube watcher. So like, it is very cool to just have like nice, candid conversations with YouTubers I've been watching for years. Not Just Bikes. I love Not Just Bikes. Never met him, although I did meet up with City Nerd, Ray Delahanty. Almost met up with him a second time when he came to my city, but I had to miss it because I ended up having plans. But I met him in Disneyland. That was super fun. Shout out City Nerd. Love that guy. Huge fan. AI generated live stream? Yeah? Could AI do this? Wait, I can't even do this. Why can't I make a fart noise? I've lost my talent! I am AI! Oh no! Oh no! I was an AI the whole time! No, dude! Oh, God! Holy moly. They implanted a whole lifetime of memories in me. I really thought I was real, bro. Ah! Ugh. What a thing to scroll onto. Yeah. Yeah. It's because of your underarm hair you can't get a good seal? Dude, I used to rip them, dude. I guess I haven't tried, excuse me, I guess I haven't tried doing that in a long time. Like, when's the last time I tried to make a fart with my armpit? Like, it's gotta be years. Why? I didn't think that was a skill you could lose. I thought it was like riding a bike. Like, you just don't forget. I let myself down on this day. Ah! This is why I love Mog's streams. Thank you, thank you. New to chatting, I think you and Chosen Architect would make great content together if given the opportunity. Both phenomenal builders. He hasn't done super flat. Dude, that would be fun. That would be fun. I'm always down to collab with anybody, dude. I just like meeting people. I like being social. Whoa. Blue chicken. Cluck, cluck, cluck. An AI would never just call me queer, you're good. What up, queer? Should I just call you geologist instead? It's probably sounds nicer. Do you have a favorite book that you've read recently? I don't read, but the last time I read a book was Swamp Story by Dave Barry, and I'm still thinking about it. And this was over a year ago that I read this book, so highly recommend. It was funny as hell. I never really read a actively funny book, like a comedy book, but it was great. It was like a realistic fiction comedy. God, it was so funny. It was so funny. It was such a funny book. Have you watched Frieren? No, I have not. I just watched One Piece Season 1 on Netflix. I'm excited to start Season 2. Probably gonna start it tonight. What's the cat's name? Greasy Bacon, thank you for the 2! Thank you for the $2 super chat. The cat's name is Miko. M-I-K-O. Do you live in Sweden? I do not live in Sweden. I live in Seattle area. I've been adopted by another streamer. Why not do it again? You want me to adopt you? Hi, Mog. I recently started Super Flat Ocean, and it's so much fun to play. But there is a problem. I don't know if I need Pillager Outpost that much. I'm confused by your question, but Pillager Outposts don't spawn in Waterworld preset. You shouldn't need them. The only thing you can get from Pillager Outpost that you can't get anywhere else should be goat horns, I believe, which aren't that useful. Hello? So, yeah. What was I doing? Oh, I came to get food, I think. You should play Kingdom Come Deliverance. I have heard great things about that game. Have not tried it out. I'm excited. My family's gonna head up to the San Juan Islands this April as a do-over for a not a very good Christmas. I'm sorry about your Christmas. Those are up here, right? Like near Seattle. I think I know where you're talking about. Like there's what is one of the islands called? Oh, come on. I was gonna go there for Valentine's Day, but we went to Seattle instead. Wow, what are the islands called? Orcas, yeah, the Orcas Island. Yeah. That was the one I was thinking of. Dude, I really feel like I belong somewhere tropical. I really do. I like it here in Seattle so much, but it's very, like, cloudy and rainy a lot of the time. And I just, like, in my heart of hearts, I want to be somewhere that is 80 degrees and sunny all year round. And just with palm trees everywhere and beaches. Like, should I just, like, move to the U.S. Virgin Islands? Like, should I just do that? Give up my right to vote and just move to the U.S. Virgin Islands? There's nothing out there. I would be so far away from everything. But, like, Florida? Yeah, I could live in Florida. I don't know, though. Florida's kind of like Texas, man. It's just, like, terrible state politics. Move to a different country? The thing about moving to a different country is, like, I'm such an American, bro. I like my American brands. I like being, you know, not in culture shock. I don't know how I deal with culture shock. I don't know if it would get to me or not. But yeah, I guess if I could live in any country, then, like, why not just go to, like, some other tropical place? Like, I don't know, Costa Rica or something. I also need to live somewhere with good internet, though, for my job. Most American brands are international. I guess. I don't know. You walk into, like, a Swedish or a French grocery store, and you're not going to see any of your favorites, bro. You're not going to see any, like... You're not getting hot fudge Pop-Tarts, hot fudge sundae Pop-Tarts at a French grocery store, bro. It's just not going to happen. American without burger is like angel without wings. Like, exactly. Like, what would I do without constant burger? I think I would die without constant burger. Move to the Netherlands. It's not that tropical, but it's great here. I mean, the Netherlands would be high up on the list just because of their bike infrastructure. But again, like, I just want to be somewhere, like, I honestly feel like weather is so important to me. Like, I just want to be somewhere tropical. 10 stream streak. That's crazy, Lawn Gnome. Thank you for being such a hardcore stream watcher. I appreciate that so much. It means the world to me. There's no US food in Europe because it's not healthy enough for our standards. Thanks, EU. No, you're better off that way, dude. Like, American food is poison. It's, like, full of, like, poisonous food dyes and lethal amounts of, like, corn syrup. Like, our hair is, like, 50% corn if you live in America. You don't want this in Europe, bro. Thank your legislators. But now that I've grown up with it, it's hard. You can't just You can't just take it out. You can't. I need my poison food dye, dude. I'm an American who lives in India. Sometimes it's nice living here, but yeah, you'll definitely miss America at times. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to find, like, the most American place that is the most tropical that doesn't have horrible, horrible, horrible politics. And, like, this place doesn't exist. I guess it's LA. I guess, like, LA is the place that I'm talking about, but it's $1,000 trillion to live there. What are the odds he sees this message? I can see it. I can see it. Epstein Island. I mean, I think that actually is near the U.S. Virgin Islands. So that is kind of what I was saying. Is like, the U.S. Virgin Islands are U.S. like territory, but they're not like a state. They're like in that limbo. I'm pretty sure that actually is unironically where Epstein Island is, somewhere over there. You want to go to Epstein's? That's not what I'm saying at all. No, I don't. I'm good on that, thanks. I'll leave that to our president. To multiple of our presidents, actually. We really are just the worst country, bro. I mean, you're not wrong. OMG, I hate Epstein jokes. Yeah, I mean, I think it's, like, always going to be tough making light of things that are so dark like that, but at the same time, it's, like, I think it's one of those things where, like, people are joking about it because, like, there's nothing we can do about it. Like, in a lot of other countries, they're actually, like, prosecuting people and holding people accountable, but in the U.S., they're not. Like, what I mean is, like Prince Andrew was, like, found in the Epstein files and was, like, kicked out of the royal family, and now he's being tried in court. And that guy's, like, a prince, like a literal prince, right? And meanwhile, in the U.S., like, not a single prosecution has happened. So I think a lot of the reason people make jokes is because, like, you feel very powerless to, like, do anything to help or stop the situation. And so, like, a lot of people just resort to, like, humor in that situation, you know? Mog, I'm pretty sure this is against TOS. What are you talking about, brother? Oh, like, genuinely, what are you talking about? It's okay to talk about the biggest news events in the world right now. We're allowed to talk about that. Have you read The King in Yellow? Never heard of it. I don't think Bezos would want you talking about it either. Was he in the files? I don't even know, bro. It's so hard to keep track of. If you're just like a normal person going about your life, trying to make ends meet, trying to put food on the table, God, like the way all this stuff has come out has been so like freaking confusing. I think intentionally so. You know what I mean? It is crazy, man. We live in some crazy times. Like, if you had told me, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, you know, that, like, all this stuff was going to go down, I don't know, man. I would have just been, I don't even know if I would have been surprised, honestly, but, like, it would have been hard to hear. Like, we live in a crazy world right now, dude. Everything, the world is really, like, changing rapidly. We're definitely living through a pivotal moment in history right now, which is always interesting. I mean, I guess, like, every moment in history ends up being pivotal, but there's, like, this famous quote. I think it's actually Vladimir Lenin, but he says, like, there are, what is it? There are weeks where there are decades where weeks happen, and there are weeks where decades happen. And I think, like, we're definitely, like, in one of those. Like, what that quote means is, like, sometimes, like, not much changes for a long time, like 10 years plus, and then, like, 1 week can change everything. And I feel like the last year or so has been, like, the week where decades happen, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I don't know. I feel like the world is really changing so fast all of a sudden. Really ever since COVID. 2025 was long. It was a long year. I just, like, so much is happening in the world right now. I think a lot of it is just the US, like, losing its grip a little bit. Like, the US was, like, the superpower ever since, like, World War II, right? So it's been, like, a long period of time where the US was just, like, the global superpower. And after the Cold War, especially, once the USSR was, like, dissolved, I feel like it's just been the US running the world, basically. And I think most of the reason everything feels so crazy and everything feels like it's changing is because that dynamic is starting to change a little bit. Like, the US seems to be just losing a little bit of power because we're too slow to, like, react to a changing world. Like, I think, like a really good example is, like, fossil fuels, right? Like, we have, like, so much reliance on fossil fuels, and now, like, all these countries like China and Germany are, like, adapting and changing over to, like, you know, renewable energies and stuff like that. But the US is just, like, kind of getting left behind, like, kicking and screaming. Like, you know what I mean? It's like we're too stubborn to change some of these systems in place. And as a result, I think we're, like, starting to lose some of our grip on the world. And I think that's why everything feels so crazy, is just because, like, I think anytime a superpower starts to, like, lose its grip a little bit, things are going to be really crazy. Like the fall of Rome, or, like, anything like that. Or, like, even the British. Like, if you look at the beginning of the 20th century, the British Empire was, like, massive, and then throughout the 1900s, like, the US kind of took over as the leader, the global superpower. And so, like, I feel like maybe our friends in the UK have already experienced some of this to an extent. "2020 movies just get worse with each sequel." Yeah, it's just a wild time in the world. British Empire kind of fell apart after World War II, yeah. Which makes sense. I mean, like, all of Europe was, like, destroyed, dude. Like, they had a lot to rebuild, and then while everybody was rebuilding, the US could just, like, go crazy because the US didn't really get destroyed in the slightest. Like, Pearl Harbor was, like, the only attack on actual US soil, right? So, like, while Europe had to rebuild from World War II, the US was like, all right, now's my time. But yeah, I don't know. Crazy times we're living through, man. Everything feels so up in the air. Would you say the fall of the Soviet Union was also a pivotal moment? I mean, for sure. But I think, like, not pivotal right away. Like, it's definitely, like, a huge moment in history. But, like, the way it happened, at least, like, in the West, like, for former Soviet Union countries, I think it was, like, very dramatic, right? But, like, in the West, I think it was kind of just like, all right, now we can do whatever we want because there's no, like, big threat. And I think that's only now like beginning to like have consequences, have big consequences. I don't know. I'm not articulating that super well. I guess what I'm meaning is like it was super pivotal, but it like took a little bit longer for like the effects of that to kick in the US at least. I'm not educated enough to talk about this. I'm just like a history nerd, so I just like talking about history and like where we might be heading. It's interesting. History always repeats itself, I guess. But it's like the hard part is knowing which thing is going to repeat. You know something's going to repeat, you just don't know what's going to repeat. Greasy Bacon, thank you for the 5. I feel like because of all that is going on, we're slowly drifting towards the Hunger Games happening. That's just my opinion. I mean, hopefully not anything that crazy. That would be wild. That would be wild. I feel like the best thing the United States could do is just like really scale back what we do around the world and focus on like fixing the problems at home for a while. I think like everybody in the US is kind of on that same page, like Republican, Democrat, no matter like who you are, everybody's feeling like we're like stretched thin overseas doing all this stuff around the world that like we don't even know if it's good or bad most of the time. And meanwhile, at home, like people are like struggling to like afford meals and stuff like that. So I feel like if we just took like the next decade to just like focus on working out our domestic problems, like we'd be a lot better off. But I don't see that happening really. Because there's definitely like no one can afford anything, you know what I mean? That's a big problem if you're trying to do a capitalism. You need people to be able to buy things. We need Miko for president? I totally agree. I think Miko would fix most of the world's issues, to be honest, if he was in charge. Mogswamp, but what about Exxon? Think about Exxon. I like, this is the thing though, like why haven't like oil companies just invested in renewable energy like on the side, you know what I mean? Like we're gonna need oil for a while. There's gonna be like a big transition period. So wouldn't it be smarter for them, instead of like spending a bunch of money on like convincing people that global warming is fake or whatever, wouldn't it be better for them to spend that money on like research into like solar and wind power? And then they like Exxon could still be an energy leader for renewables if they wanted to, right? Like it's like they have the money to hire people to like research this stuff. Damn, didn't know he talked about politics. I don't talk about politics too often. I'm like a big political nerd, so once I start, it's hard to shut me up. But I know people don't really love it in their Minecraft streams, so I usually don't talk about it too much. But I don't think we're getting too political. We're more just talking about how crazy the world is. Someone mentioned Epstein, so then we were just going off on all the crazy stuff happening in the world. I think the answer, by the way, for like why they don't just like invest in renewables instead of like focusing on like oil is just because like it's harder to like innovate than it is to just like keep doing what you're doing. I think that's like actually the reason. It's just harder. Like it might not even be more expensive, but it's just harder. Like you'd actually have to try and like research and invent things. It's much cheaper in short term. Yeah, I guess that's the other thing. It's like it's like a big gamble, like to invest in new technologies because they might not pan out. You don't know how it'll go, so it's more of a gamble. So they're just playing it safe. I think something big is about to happen. This feels like tension. I mean, big things are happening. Brianna versus gaming. Like, I think what we're doing in Iran is like very, very big deal. I'm old enough to remember when we first went to Iraq as a country and how much that impacted the next 20 years of politics. And so I think Iran is going to be a similar situation, if not even worse, because Iraq and Iran are very different countries. Yeah, Iraq already went very poorly for the U.S., like famously, right? It was kind of like the modern day like Vietnam War. And so Iran is only going to be even worse, I think, because they're just a much bigger country. What are we talking about? We're just talking about world events and how crazy everything is right now. I mean, we're just a bunch of little small beans. None of us can make all that much difference in these crazy global matters, but it's still fun to like just talk about how we're feeling about everything, you know? Project Hail Mary? I haven't seen that yet. Is it good? I've heard it's like really good, like one of the best sci-fi movies in the past like decade. I really want to see it. Has anybody seen Project Hail Mary? No spoilers, but just like if you've seen it, say in the chat if you liked it. I think it's interesting. I do love Ryan Gosling as well. My father served in the UK Army throughout the 90s till 2012, and he was glad that drones were not used in Iraq or Afghanistan. That is crazy thing about modern warfare is like all these new technologies, bro. We got like robots and drones. It's really strange, man. Like, I don't know. It's war in like 2026 is really scary. Like drones are just crazy, bro. Like little flying robots that can like shoot you down. Like it sounds like a science fiction novel. It's so wild to me. I think something that's really interesting to me is how the world changing like creeps up on you. Like we objectively have jetpacks now. Like, we literally just have jetpacks. Like, they are real. There are people flying jetpacks around. Like, real-life jetpacks. And, like, that's crazy. And if you had told me when I was, like, a kid that, like, yeah, in the 2020s we'll have jetpacks, I would have been like, man, that's gonna be crazy. But then the way that it, like, ends up actually looking and happening is, like, so gradual and, like, so, like, seemingly mundane that, like, it doesn't have the same, like, glamour that you think it's going to. You know what? Do you know what I'm trying to get at here? It's like, it's crazy that we have robots walking around and people who can fly jetpacks. It's like actually, but like when I thought about what that would look like when I was a kid, like I imagined like everybody would have them and it would be like how you all get to work and stuff. But instead it's like super mundane. I don't know how to explain it. There's flying Ubers in Dubai. That's crazy. There's jetpacks, there's evil AI, there's self-driving cars, there's robots, and everybody has all the information in the world at their fingertips, but it creeps up on you. I guess that is it. Like, it's like a lot of the predictions about the future ended up coming true, but they never look like how you think they're gonna look like. Like, if you had asked me when I was a kid what, like, a world with flying cars and jetpacks and, like, AI would look like, I would have had this, like, iRobot, like, very, like, Y2K image of the world where everything's, like, white and sleek and, like, looks like an Apple product and, like, everything's utopian. And in reality, like, everything kind of just looks the same as it did, but we've got, like, these new technologies available for, like, certain people, but not everybody. Fully get what you mean. Yeah, just, I don't know. It just, like, it sneaks up on you. I don't know. And it never looks like how you think it's gonna look. I think the aliens should just show up already. I feel like Sneep Snarp would be more reasonable than a politician. Well, what are Sneep Snarp's policies? I don't know. I am wondering, like, what's the next, like, technology that's going to completely change everything? Because, like, I would say smartphones are, like, the internet and then smartphones are, like, the last two. Whereas, like, the internet literally changed everything about the way the world works. Like everything. Nothing that you do now looks like it would have looked like in the 80s. Like, from driving to paying for something to, like, to having a phone call or a meeting, like nothing is the same as it was thanks to the internet. And smartphones are kind of like that too. But I'm wondering, like, is AI the next version of that? Or, like, I don't know. Like, I don't really understand yet how it's gonna change the world. People are saying it will change the world, but, like, I can't like picture it yet. Maybe something with stem cell research. I could see that. I could see that for sure. Like, people are, like, choosing how their babies look or something in the future. I don't know. Like, genetic engineering and all that stuff. I don't know, man. I can't yet picture, if it is AI, I can't yet picture, like, what will look so different with AI. Do you know what I mean? Like, right now, it's like kind of the same as it has been, but just, like, with little robots talking to you everywhere. And it's not super helpful yet. Do you know what I mean? Like, additive manufacturing is so crazy. 3D printing is impressive. Yeah, 3D printing could be, like, a big one. Like, if we're just, like, printing houses. I don't think AI will change that much. The current AI isn't very useful. I don't know, though, because, like, if we use it for, like, medical research and, like, engineering uses, like, maybe, I don't know yet. It's, right now, it's not easy for me to picture a world, like, run by AI right now. AI is useful, dude. I mean, like, kind of, but just not the way it's, like, hyped up to be useful. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are hyping it up like, oh, it's gonna change everything. But, like, other than, like, writing things for you and, like, making it easier to Photoshop something, like, I don't know. There's not that many, like, practical uses for it that I'm seeing, like, now. Like, there's a lot of talk about what it could be used for. But I feel like we haven't seen that many, like, insanely revolutionary uses for it yet. But maybe I'm just not paying that much attention. I guess, like, it can code really fast, or it can help people code faster. It's just kind of a trend, IMO. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Like, there were a lot of people who said that about the internet when it was first coming out. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's very hard to predict if it really is just like a bubble and it's overhyped and it's just going to go away, or if it really will have some sort of like crazy lasting impact on the world that we just aren't seeing yet. I don't know, man. I don't know. You should make a religion about Miko. Mecology? Mikoism? I'm so down. I could see, like, a world where AI makes it so that, like, anybody can talk to anybody. That would be pretty cool. Like, real-time translation. I mean, we're already pretty much there, but if it got, like, really good and we combined it with, like, glasses or something so that, like, anybody can go anywhere in the world and just talk fluently to someone else in a different language, I could definitely picture that becoming, like, super widespread and useful. Like, we already pretty much have that. Already a thing? Yeah, like, it is a thing, but it's not, like, smooth yet. You gotta, like, take out your phone and do it. Like, if it was more, like, effortless, like, if it just kind of, like, you don't even need to think about it. You just talk to someone, and then they can understand you, and you can understand them. Like, it's just, like, completely fluid. You know what I mean? I could definitely see a world where that becomes, like, a thing. I like, it's definitely a thing, but, like, we're not fully there yet. Kind of like I was talking about with jetpacks. Like, jetpacks exist, and, like, a lot of people have them and can fly them. But, like, they're not widespread. They haven't, like, changed the world at all. Because, like, only extremely rich people could afford one, right? So, like, I feel like certain things exist, but haven't become widespread yet. You know what I mean? I read a lot of foreign comics, and instant translations have gotten way better since, like, 3 years ago when it was just getting started. Yeah, I think we're, like, almost there on the translating thing. Wouldn't it be so cool to just be able to, like, understand anybody, like, super effortlessly? Like, in my head, there's a way where you could, like, real-time translate what people are saying without any latency, and even, like, use some sort of noise canceling to make it so you're not even hearing them speaking in their original tongue. You're only hearing the, like, translated version. And it's, like, literally real time. That, we're not quite there yet. We're not quite there. We're almost there. It's called learning a language, lol. Yeah, but you can't learn every language, right? Like, I mean, learning a language is great, but, like, you can't learn every language in the world. I mean, some people try and learn a lot of them, but it also takes a lot of time and effort. Currently, processing for noise canceling isn't even fast enough to cancel out high-pitched sounds because of the speed, frequency, and size of the waves. Yeah. That makes sense. Noise canceling is a very amazing technology. I mean, doing any sort of audio processing with, like, no latency is very impressive to me. Ugh. I don't know. What else is happening in the world? I know that, like, recently they've had a lot of cancer breakthroughs, which is pretty crazy. I haven't like been following super closely, but I know that they've had like a massive series of like string of cancer breakthroughs like the last like year or so. So that's pretty exciting. Guys, stop counting. Stop counting in the Twitch chat. What's up, Water Polo Rules? You got 13th at regionals? Dude, nice job. Nice job. Sorry, Mogswamp. It's okay. It's okay. It's just that we were having really good conversations and the numbers drown out the insightful chat messages. Penn Medicine is also figuring out vaccines that can help with allergies? No shot, really? Oh, to me, that's almost more exciting than them curing cancer. Allergies are the bane of my existence, dude. Ah, God. I hate allergies so much, man. That's very exciting news. Dude, I don't know, like, so, are all the... Does anybody know, do all these, like, recent medical breakthroughs have anything to do with AI at all? Or is it literally just not related at all? Because it just feels like in the past, like, 2 or so years, we've had, like, a serious number of, like, really big medical breakthroughs. Some of them. So there, I guess that's a bright side of AI right there, is like we are making a lot of medical progress. Some of them have existed since before AI, but just have had more research done. AI is good for simulating stuff and coming up with variations. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like it can run a bunch of simulations like so fast, right? Like with, you know, especially I think what could be really exciting for medical research is like quantum computing, right? Because if we make serious progress with quantum computing, then in theory you could like hyper speed up all these like simulations that we run, right? And you could come up with new medical breakthroughs like at breakneck speed. That could be really crazy. Maybe quantum computing would be like the next life-changing revolutionary technology. Definitely, because we can simulate much larger chemical simulations with quantum computing. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Just like really complex simulations that would take a normal computer way too long to run. Shrike Wazowski, thank you for the 5 Canada coins. What mod should I add to my Fabric server on 1.21.11? 3 people and we want to beat the game. Also, where did the topic switch to AI and cancer? We've just been talking all about the state of the world in 2026. Someone mentioned Epstein, and that sent us off on a long rant about, you know, all the stuff happening in the world, from U.S. politics and warfare to, like, technology. We're just having a general conversation about how crazy the world is in the 2020s. But do you know what's better than quantum computers? Biological computers? In Australia, some lab-grown cells were able to be trained to run Doom. I did see something about that. I think I saw it on Daily Dose of Internet, but I don't really know how to make sense of that. I like, that is so, that's so beyond my expertise. Like, I know a little bit about quantum mechanics. enough like to like sort of understand the idea behind quantum computing, but biological computers, this is new territory for me. I have no idea how any of that works, bro. I was a member of a medical trial that used MRI scans of the vocal cords to create an AI model to diagnose vocal damage and produce treatment plans. Oh, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. Yeah, I guess AI could be useful medically for coming up with like specific treatment plans per individual people, right? Because it could like assess each individual situation and come up with a more customized plan. That could be interesting. Mog, did you see that Sammy URI made ChatGPT in Minecraft? I did see that. That was like a year ago, right? That was a while back. The AI becomes racist. Yeah, there is a really big issue with AI that I've heard of where it like takes the subtle biases of the people who make it and then like amplifies it really bad. There's a lot of work left to be done, I think, before you can like use it at scale for medical use like that. Whoa. Birds have their own language with words for specific objects and complex phonetics. I saw the study by the Japanese scientist that you're referring to. I did see a little bit about that. Very, very interesting stuff. Saw a whole video on it. Very fascinating. I mean, like, I've always thought that, like, animals are way smarter than we give them credit for. And, like, any line you try to draw between humans and other animals invariably, or excuse me, inevitably gets blurred. Like, so originally people were like, oh, we're the only animals that use tools, right? Well, that's not true. Like, a lot of apes use tools, crows can use tools, raccoons. So then it was like, oh, well, we're the only ones with complex language. But now these studies are coming out that, like, no, birds have complex language. So then it's like, okay, like we're the only ones that, like, have like an empathy. And it's like, no, elephants bury their dead and like hold, you know, religious rituals and stuff like that. So it's like any line you try to draw between humans and animals inevitably doesn't hold up under scrutiny, which I think, because at the end of the day, we are just animals. Super interesting stuff. We're the only ones that could annihilate everything on Earth. I mean, left with enough time, I think that's kind of like the inevitable end game of Darwinism, of evolution, right? Like, I think any species that becomes like overly successful could lead to the destruction of like the wide destruction of an ecosystem. You know, like, who's to say that given enough time, like, elephants wouldn't evolve into a intelligent species that would similarly threaten the globe, right? So I don't know. I don't know if even you could make that distinction. That, like, I guess currently you could. If we can use DNA as a storage medium, one human cell can hold 215 petabytes of info. That's crazy to think about. Wow. Imagine a world where memory cards like are just like a petabyte, like 1,000 terabytes. That would be insane. Like a 1,000 terabyte SD card. Wow. I do feel that big change is coming in the world. It feels like it. I think things have been like so samey for the past few decades, and it definitely feels like we're reaching a big turning point somehow. But I feel like from 2000 to like the 2020, like not that much happened. Like I don't want to downplay it. Maybe that's just because I was a kid and I wasn't paying as much attention. But it feels like the global order was like relatively stable. And now it feels like new things are on the rise and new things are happening in the world. But who knows where that's going? Do you know the chances of getting a beehive from a sapling? Yes, it's a 1 in 20. If you have flowers next to the sapling. It's a 5% chance. So it should only take about 20 trees before you get one. Obviously, you might get a little unlucky. Well, a lot of these are just dropping through, aren't they? Any of these? Yeah. The last layer of these is always a bit annoying to do because the TNT is like on such a thin platform that it'll like drop through, and then you have to do a bunch of cleanup. Mog, you made so much progress. I know. It's crazy, right? Hopefully this motivates you guys. Seeing me clear this stuff out and, you know, the journey over the past year or so with this mountain, it's definitely motivating for me. Just shows like if you chip away at something a little bit, you know, you'll get there eventually. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do a bunch of cleanup. See what I'm saying? Oh, you're watching Stranger Things Water Polo Rules? That's awesome. Hope you enjoy it. Really good show. All right, let's see. The only part with stuff below it is this row here, so let's go do this row real quick. Because we should actually have blocks to put our TNT on for the most part. Gotta go, Mog. Happy to catch you for a little. Have a great rest of your day, water polo rules. I'll see you later. Why did you make all these lava casts in the first place? It was one big lava cast. It was one giant lava cast mountain that I made back in 2013. And I just kind of thought it'd be cool to make like a big mountain in super flat. And I thought I was being clever by using the lava cast method. But in reality, it's honestly slower than even just terraforming by hand. Didn't really save any time. And not only that, but lava casts can be really laggy, so not the best way to do it. Better to just terraform by hand. Especially in the age of Lightmatica. I mean, Lightmatica wasn't a thing back when I did this mountain. Mog, repair your pick. It's okay. It's still got like 300 uses. And that's without the unbreaking. Have you seen Wizzy's first video yet? No. Did he finally post? Hold up. Oh, you did. Nice. Very, very cool. I'll have to check it out. 8 days ago. Mog, which music disc is better, Pigstep or Tears? I think I like Tears better. Precipice might be my favorite, though. Yeah, I guess I'll just do this. Nice. Oh, man. What's the favorite video you've ever made? Ever? And along with that, what was your first video? I think my first video was just episode 1 of this series, at least on this channel. I had several channels before I started Mogswamp. My favorite video I've ever made is definitely tough. Usually it's just whatever last video I worked on. I'm always so proud of in the Flat World series. But I guess I'm especially proud of like the SOS movie, I would say. Like I put so much into it to try to make it like such a cinematic, like actual plot having story. I tried so hard on SOS, dude. SOS movie was so peak. Aw, thank you. Where you get that sweatshirt? It's from Cool Shirts. They did like a collab with Minecraft. Very cool. Very cool shirts, I think is what it's called. Shirts with a Z. No, I'm out of rockets. There we go. Refill. Love your shorts, Mog. Thank you. I haven't made a short in too long. I got to make some new shorts. I've been just tryharding on my next long form video, so I kind of put the shorts on hold for a little bit. Oh, man. Shirts.cool. Yeah, that's the one. You should make a short about you finishing this? You're right, I really should. Go mend your pickaxe. It's on life support. It's fine. It's fine. It's got plenty of life left in it. Thank you for the €5, dude. We probably will need to mend it before we're able to finish this. Mog's living life on the edge? Exactly, dude. That's where I like to be, right on the edge. All right, guys, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I just gotta take a little pee-pee. Miko's gonna babysit you guys. Oh, it's also so hot in here. Okay, Miko, watch the stream for me, okay, buddy? I'll be right back. Rise! Rise! Rise above. Not gonna lie, I think Mog could just stream the DVD logo and interact with chat for like 4 hours. Yeah, probably. Alright, we can go repair the pick. Might as well do that real quick. I'm hearing standing desks are the new meta. Dude, it's an old meta, but it's still the meta. I've had my standing desk since like 2020. I can't. It's so loud, dude. Not sure if it's only me, but your mic audio sounds super loud. What do you think, guys? Am I too loud? Oh, I didn't even have the pickaxe in my hand. My bad. Fine for me? Okay. All right. Good enough for me. Just make sure that this is empty. Look at all those gold nuggies, dude. Ugh. You should build Enderman farms. They're much more effective. I have one. I just go here because I don't know. It's just very close by. How's the axolotl hunt going? I don't know. It's like, it's very binary. I either get the blue axolotl or I don't get it. So I don't know how to assess how it's going. Other than I haven't gotten it yet. But I suppose one way to assess it is based on how many attempts I'm getting. And I have been steadily getting tropical fish to make attempts. Because I did have a little bit of a drought around Christmas. Like, from Christmas to like the end of the subathon, I like did not get a single attempt. So I have been getting attempts at least, which is good. How many times do you try a day? Zero. I get probably 1 or 2 attempts a week. Or, well, two or four attempts, I should say, a week. Because each time he trades, he gives you 2 attempts. You can't breed a blue axolotl, can you? You have to breed them. There was only one version of the game where you could get them naturally spawning. That was like 1.17, I think. But as of like 1.17.1, you can only get them from breeding, and it's a 1 in 1,200 chance. So it's very hard. And the way that you breed them is with buckets of tropical fish, which in Super Flat you can only get from the Wandering Trader. He sells it only 15% of the time, I believe, is your odds of seeing the trade. And when he does give you the trade, he only gives you 4 buckets, which is 2 breeding attempts. So it is a whole ordeal to try to get the blue axolotl in Super Flat. Hey, thank you for the bits, Millennier. And Animation. Thank you. Animation. Thank you for the 5 bits. Dirty Birch MC, thank you for the tier 1 as well. All right. We're really close, guys. Oh, no. Ugh. Oh, my God. Greasy Bacon, thank you for the 2. Why is the pickaxe named Almond Milk? Well, because it's my Silk Touch pick, and Silk is a popular brand of almond milk. That's as deep as it goes. Alex Moliere! Alex Mahler, 29. Thank you for the tier 1, dude. Appreciate it. Sorry I've been quiet this stream. Feeling really tired from work and a little sick. That's okay. You know who else is feeling a little sick today? Miko. Yesterday he went to the vet and he got a couple shots. Just his, nothing serious, just his, like, normal shots that he needs because it's been like a little bit since he got his last ones, and he's been feeling a little bit off today. He's been feeling a little bit tired. I've noticed he just, like, he's acting a little bit out of it, and it's making me so sad. It's so hard to see him, like, a little bit less energetic than usual. And, like, the things that usually make him really excited, he hasn't really been as excited about. So I think he's feeling a little bit under the weather. It's so sad. It's okay, buddy. Where are you going? You leaving? Oh, he's just going down to his other bed. Poor buddy. Oh, poor buddy. You seem like an exotic pets kind of person, if that makes sense. I definitely don't have enough time to... I feel like having an exotic pet is like a lot of work to do it responsibly. But I'll take that as a compliment. You have a parrot, Briannaverse Gaming? Oh, that's so cool. I relate a lot to parrots. I can never stop singing and making little noises. And I don't know, I just feel like a parrot. I always thought it'd be really cool to have a parrot because, like, they live a long time. So if I got a parrot now, it would be alive, like, with me for the rest of my life. And imagine if you just, like, chilled on my shoulder and we could just be best friends for the rest of time. That'd be crazy. I see why pirates had them. I see the appeal. Imagine just sailing the 7 seas with a little bird friend on your shoulder the whole time. It would be kind of magical. Uh-oh. The chicken died. Enzo Gamer, thank you for the 5 reales, or whatever they're called. Hi, Mog, long time no see. Is Miko okay? Also, it looks like Sisyphus is almost over with the boulder, huh? Yeah, at least with this boulder. I still got my dirt boulder. But yeah, Miko's doing all right. He's all right. He's just feeling a little off from his shots yesterday. We blew some holes. We blew some holes. I think that's how it was. Yeah, I don't get how someone says they don't have enough time, but they do. It's just how they manage their energy expenditure. No. No, I think that's an unwise thing to say. I think being a YouTuber is one of the most time-consuming jobs you can possibly have. It really demands you work like 24/7 to run a YouTube channel. Like, I could have time for other things if I made it part of my channel, but... Or if I just, like, was okay with making a fraction of the money that I make right now. But that's not time, that's energy? Semantics. It is literally a time problem. Like, quite literally, there is not enough hours in a day for me to get done everything I need to be doing. Especially real life stuff, man. I always get so behind on like real life responsibilities, taxes, things like that. I think like one of my biggest wishes is that I didn't have to sleep, because then I would have twice the time. Oh, it'd be so amazing. Imagine not having to sleep, dude. I would have so much time, but I want to be the only one. I want everybody else to go to sleep, and then I just get to work all night. Like a vampire. Like a vampire in Twilight. I just get to do so much stuff all night while everybody else is resting. If I could get rid of one bodily function, I'd get rid of eating. That's insane. Eating is like the main joy of the world. It's so weird watching your old videos and then watching your lives because your voice is completely different. Yeah, I do sound very different in my old videos, huh? I wonder if I could do the voice that I used to do in my videos. If I, like, listen to it, could I, like, do it again? Or is it just gone? You know what I mean? Dude, you cannot believe how excited I am for you to build the Autumn Citadel one day. I am really excited to build that. I should start that soon, dude. Dude, we're like at the end of this. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. I've been mining this mountain out for so long. I can't believe this is happening. How long did it take you to do that? I've been working on it for around a year, I guess. Like, I don't know. I'd have to look at the Mogswamp video when it came out. I think it's been less than a year. But definitely, like, on and off, I've been working on this for months. Waking up feels so nice, though. Does it? I feel like waking up feels terrible. Going to sleep feels really good. Waking up feels awful. Maybe I'm just old. Waking up when well rested feels nice. Yeah, but that's so rare. There's almost never a time where I'm waking up and I'm like, I got enough sleep. I'm ready to go about my day. I'm almost always waking up like I could sleep for another 5 hours. You can just lay in bed. It's really nice. I don't do that. I just like spring out of bed. Maybe that's why I don't like waking up. I sleep in 3-hour shifts. It's vile. That is vile. I won't mince words. Dude, this is crazy. I can't believe this, dude. Before we finish this off, let's take a little trip down memory lane and look at where we started with this Mogswamp video, okay? So we're gonna go back. I know we did this the other stream too, but I want to do it again. We're gonna go to the Mogswamp channel. All right, let's take a look. So we're on the Mogswamp channel. Enzo, thank you for the super chat. If I could get rid of one thing, stress for sure. I mean, yeah, if you could get rid of stress, you could probably live to like 150. Isn't stress like the main thing that kills us? Anyways, where was the video? I think it's way back here. Ha! Why I'm hollowing out a mountain in survival. 10 months ago. So it has been like 10 months of like working on this pretty consistently. And even then, I had already done a bit of work before I made this video 10 months ago. So this was back in May 2025. And we could just check out the intro here. And we can see that... let's see. I look so different, man. My hair was longer. But yeah, we can see... Go into the mountain, you dum-dum. Yeah, there we go. Starting to see how dense it was. It is crazy, dude. So in this stream, we like mostly worked on... we mostly worked on clearing out the bottom, if I recall. But yeah, it has been a lot. And the crazy thing is, when I did this video, you can see here that I had already done like a lot of work. Like I had already... Bro, he turns around. There we go. Like I had already carved out like the top pyramid. So I had already done a ton of work by the time we made this. So it's been like well over a year that we've been working on this, dude. We've been working on this forever. Pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. The difference is insane. The difference is so crazy. It's so weird having it all cleared out. Just like being able to see through to from the axolotl all the way to the end. So bizarre. The dedication is insane. Props. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Getting to sleep is abysmal. My worst nightmare is getting to sleep. Sometimes I can stare into the darkness for hours. Excuse me. That does suck. I hate it when I can't sleep, but luckily I am blessed with the superpower of like 90% of the time I can just go right to sleep, and I never struggle going to sleep usually. It's very rare. But yeah, it does suck if you can't sleep, man. Holy moly, it's the worst. But luckily, like I said, I am blessed with the superpower of being able to sleep, like, almost instantly. My girlfriend's so jealous, because it takes her forever to get to sleep. Dude, we're gonna do it! We're about to do it! Bro, sleepy? I am a little bit sleepy today. Not like detrimentally so, but definitely a little bit sleepy. Dude, one more chunk. That's it. One more chunk of rock. Should we also get rid of the stone? I feel like we should. Because it'll just be so cool to see it all down to bedrock. Oh god. Oh man, guys, this is it. This is it. I think we gotta place these like 2 last TNT and then clean up and we're done. Oh man. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go! I was here! I was here! Let's freaking go, dude! Oh, no way, man. I can't believe it. It's empty. It's empty! Dude, it's so surreal. It's so surreal seeing it empty. Oh my god, I can't believe it, man. I cannot believe it. Virgo, thank you for the 3. We did it! Enzo, thank you for the 2 R's. That's a bye to the lava cast. I surely won't miss it. I will not miss it either, dude. Holy moly, I'm so happy. So at this point, all we have to do is get rid of this level up here, like all the cobble up here that's, like some of it is peeled to the side, but see like this whole like pyramid section, we just need to get rid of all these like lines here. But after that, we're done. After that, it's actually finished. We finished like the hardest part. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. We should definitely take care of the stone before we end stream today, but I think once we get rid of the stone, I might call it. Luckily, with the stone, we have Instamine. Look at this. Can you imagine how fast I would have been able to dig out this whole mountain If only you could insta-mine cobble. Can you imagine, guys? Look how fast we're going. Except the thing is, I like run out of the beacon range. So I have to like, I guess we should start close to the beacon. And then we'll like slowly get further. I wish you could make haste 2 potions. I don't think you can, right? It's just a beacon effect. We could move the beacon around, potentially. I can't believe you can't insta-mine cobble. I know, it's crazy. Cobble's harder than stone? It is, yes. What mouse do you use, Mog? It's the Logitech G600. Oh, dude, it's so satisfying doing this. Haste 3 when Mojang? Honestly, what if there was like a haste 3 potion that you couldn't brew it. You could only find it as loot. Everybody's been complaining that there's not enough good like loot items in the game. Like all the, especially now that you can craft saddles and name tags and stuff. People have been complaining that like looting in the game feels so useless because it's all stuff that you can just farm. But now I'm like wondering, what if you could do like a haste 3 potion, but you can't brew it. You can only find it as loot. That'd be kind of cool. Dang, look at all this stone. Oh my gosh. I guess we should collect it, probably. Why do you have imprisoned zombies? Thank you for the 2 greasy bacon. The reason I have imprisoned zombies is because, well, first of all, it looks kind of cool. But the main reason is because there were a bunch of zombies in the cobblestone, like Lava Cast Mountain when I was mining it out. And right now I have a mob switch activated, which is making it so that I can't get any hostile mobs in my world, which I like that, don't get me wrong. But it does mean if I need like a zombie for something, like to convert a villager into a zillager or something like that, I don't have any readily available to me because I don't have mob spawns going. So I just saved them in case I needed them. But it's also just kind of like a cool monument to like all the mobs that were trapped in the mountain. I don't know what we'll do with them. How do you activate and deactivate a mob switch? I think you can just stop loading the chunk where the mobs are, and then they'll obviously despawn, and then you can just like build up the mobs again. So it's kind of like a pain to, it's easy to turn it off, but it's annoying to turn it back on again, which is why I don't like turning it on and off, if that makes sense. All right, we should clear out the TNT from our inventory because we don't really need it anymore. And then we should also grab some more shulkers. Honestly, brewing needs a rework. You think so? I don't think brewing's terrible. I think it's one of the better thought out systems in the game, actually, compared to stuff like enchanting. Brewing feels pretty okay to me compared to some of the other, like fishing is awful, enchanting, horrible. There's like a lot of systems in the game that I really don't like engaging with, but I wouldn't say brewing bothers me that much. It's, Is there any way to get a Nautilus in super flat? So unfortunately, I don't think so. Yo, Bundun, thank you for the raid, homie. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. We are literally mining out an entire cobblestone mountain today. And actually, we finished. We literally finished. All that's left is this base stone layer. But we mined out this entire mountain. It's pretty crazy, pretty crazy. This mountain all used to be cobblestone. We got rid of all of it. I wonder what our cobblestone mine stat is right now. 309,000. That's crazy. Hey, Mog, don't we have to breed the axolotls? We do have to breed the axolotls. But I'm kind of saving it as a little treat for the end of the stream. You mined 5.2 million dirt? Yes, I did. I did indeed. Kind of a ridiculous amount of dirt. I know. Were there any things in the mountain that were annoying to remove? Honestly, just the cobble is so annoying because, like, the whole mountain was made out of cobble, not, like, only this last layer is stone. And because it was all cobble, you can't insta-mine cobble. So it was super annoying. I had to TNT the entire thing. And I don't use TNT dupers, so I did it all by hand. Pretty insane. But not much else. I mean, the zombies were a little annoying because when I found them, I would put them in a cage and then I had to avoid doing TNT blasts near the zombies so that they wouldn't take damage. So that was a little bit annoying, working around that. Have you watched any Curb Your Enthusiasm? Only a tiny bit. Haven't watched a lot of that show. Funny show, though. Dude, Quarf, thank you for all the jewels, dude. Appreciate it. I don't need to pick up all this stone, but I'm just grabbing some of it. What new baby mob is your favorite? Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. So many of them are so cute. I love the little villagers in the parkas. I love the little new baby turtles. The new rabbit texture is one of my favorites. Love the new rabbits. I don't know. Hard to choose. Hard to choose. They're all so adorable, man. I don't know why the new Tiny Takeover drop is getting so much hate. It feels like people really don't like it. Which is crazy to me because, like, I don't know. I just don't think people are thinking long term. I feel like this is like a major change to the game that like we'll still recognize like 10 years from now. You know what I mean? Like we're still going to be like, man, all these baby mobs. Like I'm not sure quite how to describe it, but it feels like it's very much a big deal for the game long term, but maybe just not as exciting short term, if that makes sense. It's like a very like long-term play. Like the 1.14 texture update. No, exactly. Right? Like at this point, I'm so used to like Netherrack looking different from how it used to look way back in the day. And I think these baby mobs are going to be like a similar like line we can draw in the sand to be like modern Minecraft has all these new baby mobs like, and it'll start to look really dated when you see the old baby mobs. People will like it later on. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know. It feels like it's a bigger deal than people are making it out to be. But I do think it is like more of a long-term change rather than something that's like super insane in the short term. It feels like much more of a long play from Mojang. Yo, Mog, I got college in the morning, so I'm going to get some sleep. Have a good one, bro. Later, James. Oh, you finally got that bee nest? Nice, nice, nice. Give me my Instamine. How does it feel that you have fans younger than your world? It is very strange. It's very, very strange. Getting old is such a trip, man. I'm still the same person fundamentally that I was as a teenager. You know, I think over time you gain mostly wisdom, but like, I don't know. I was always very certain of who I was as a person. And although I've matured and changed quite a bit over the years, like fundamentally the way I think and the way I see the world is very similar to how I was when I was much younger. And so it's, I don't know. It's just trippy, man. It's trippy. Getting old's a trip. Feels wrong. Feels like I shouldn't be as old as I am. Very much so. Where did the time go? Oh, it's so satisfying breaking this stone with Instamine, dude. The noise it makes is so nice. Feels like dirt mining. Except the noise is even better than the dirt, in my opinion. The ASMR dirt, the stone breaking is awesome. Oh, it feels so good, dude. It just feels so good. All right, let's see. I think we can get away with going further on this end before we have to move the beacon. Hey Mog, did you make a texture pack for your totem? I've been staring at it for like 10 minutes. I'm mesmerized. A fan made it for me. I do mention who it was in an older video, but I have since forgotten their name. I'm so sorry. Every time someone asks me this question, I always feel bad because I don't remember. I think I mentioned it in like maybe the world tour, the 9-year world tour or something. Or maybe the 20 years in Super Flat video. Anyways, regardless, a fan in my Discord sent it to me. And it's basically my skin, but as a totem. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty great. Pickaxe is starting to get low. I'm wondering if it's worth enchanting a few more pickaxes so that we don't keep having to go repair them, or if I should just kind of go repair this one a couple more times. I'm not sure what makes more sense. Bottles of enchanting? I guess that's not a terrible idea. How do you get those, clerics? All right, let's see. It's the cleric's final trade? Okay, got it. Thank you, homie. We can try that as a method. It might take a lot of emeralds, though. But I guess now that our raid farm's back, it's not really an issue to do things that cost a lot of emeralds. The other thing I'm wondering is if it's actually worth it to move the beacon around, or if we should just, like, fly back to it, grab the enchantment effect, and then, like, we get 15 seconds of haste mining before we need to get it again. You know what I mean? That might become annoying. All right, let's try the enchanting bottles method. I'm curious to see how that works. Because the clerics are right over here in my church. in my Spurch. Take me to Spurch! Mog, you didn't forget about the P.O. box, right? Yeah, I still need to do that, man. I thought I could just walk into the post office and do it, but turns out I have to do this whole, like, application process online. So, I went to the post office and they were like, yeah, you gotta go do this thing. This definitely is not the greatest method. But it's not the worst method either, so I don't know. It is pretty fast, honestly, if I'm being really lazy. There we go. Got all the XP I needed. Saves you from going to the Nether. Yeah, it's actually not bad. I might just do it this way. I don't think we're gonna need to repair it more than like once or twice. All right, so then the question is, do we bother moving this beacon or do we just go back and forth getting the effect? Like right now I have it. I could fly over to here, start mining, and we only need to re-up in like 15 seconds. So let's see how much we get done in 15 seconds, I guess. How many times have you died? Like around 300 in my statistics. Probably way more because my statistics aren't fully accurate, but... So then we could just fly to the other side, get the effect again, and then keep going. Just like bounce around like this. I don't know. It might be kind of a stupid way to do it, but... It's just that it takes so long to move a beacon. I'm like, is it even worth it? Trying to optimize this. Good night, Amy Bunny. What do you think, guys? Why not have multiple beacons? Yeah, I guess there's that too. I could just grab more iron blocks. The other thing is that, like, we'd have to make a hole for the beacon to go through. I think we just leave it. I think we just leave it and deal with going back and forth, even though it's annoying. Why are you trying to keep the stone? I mean, I'm not, like, being crazy about it. I'm just trying to keep as much as I can. Since I play on a super flat world, like, the only way I can get stone is by mining it from, like, a stone farm, right? It's not like I'm, like, digging giant holes or anything or getting it, like, incidentally from just being in my world. So it's, like, you know, it's kind of nice to not have to use my stone farm and to just have some on hand. So I'm trying to save as much of it as I can. What's your favorite music disc? It might be Precipice. I do love Precipice. I also love Stall. This is so addicting, dude. I feel like my eyes are glazing over. It's very easy to just zone out while you're doing this. What's your opinion on Other Side? Other Side's a good track. I like that one. It's so valuable in super flat, so... Because you can only get it from strongholds in super flat, and there's only a limited number of strongholds per world, so... It's one of the few, like, limited items. Why not just blow it up with some TNT? I mean, we could rig up a big TNT explosion. I just feel like that would be slower at the end of the day. We've already put a big dent in this, and we haven't been working on it for that long. A big TNT explosion could be a satisfying way to end the mine. True, true. That's true. I guess I'd just be worried about the TNT blowing up other stuff, like from up above. Like if we blast, like, because TNT can like kind of launch itself if you set up a bunch of it on a flat surface. So I'd be scared one of them would get like launched up and blow a giant hole in the mountain. I hear pillagers. Hello? Is it you? Hi, guys. Bro, now I have to call you the stone guy? Don't worry, I'm still dirt guy. Until I mine 5.2 million stone, I'm still the dirt guy. Should I finish this up today? I feel like I should just finish this part off stream. because I have been going for like 3 hours. And it's not that interesting. It's definitely less fun than doing the TNT mining. Any new videos in the works? I got multiple. Multiple new videos in the works. This is gonna make me fall asleep between lectures. Lol, this is so chill. It is very chill. It's like very mesmerizing. All right, let's breed our axolotls and then maybe we'll wrap for the day because I think I can do the rest of this stone off camera. We got a decent amount of it done anyways. Yeah, this is looking great, dude. Once this is all down to bedrock, you'll never even know a mountain was here, dude. You'll never even know it wasn't just hand terraformed. We still got a lot to do up here, though. But that won't be too bad. That won't be too bad. Like, there's even some TNT mining we can do. Like, when it comes to over here, if we're far enough away from the wall, we should be able to, like, let's see, like, maybe here. Fit some TNT in there. You know, do a little bit of this. Little bit of ha. See? So we'll still have a little bit of TNT mining we can do to get rid of these chunks on the side here and get this all the way finished up. But other than that, it's pretty much done, dude. Feels really good. What is the TNT mod slash texture pack? It is a mod called Explosive Enhancement by SuperCat32. You can look it up on Modrinth. Super cool, cracked, coded mod. Love it. Okay. Let's go speak to our axolotls. I want to see what the last thing we donated was. Let me up! Okay. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, so the last two donations, we did a shulker of cobble from Withering Heights, and then we did one of the axolotl children. Why do we use pink for those? I feel like this should be gray. So what should we donate this time, guys? We could also we could try a shulker of stone from Withering Heights. Maybe they didn't like the cobble, but maybe they'll like the stone. Do your donations despawn, or are they stored somewhere? They're stored until I get the blue axolotl. We've also, in the past, we have donated an elytra, but someone said to do, let's see, when did we do an elytra? Yeah, one elytra. Someone in the chat said to do a broken elytra, and I thought that was kind of clever. Like, because they don't like elytras. Phantom membrane. Oh yeah, that's kind of clever. Some coral. Should we do a Shulker of Stone from Wuthering Heights? Or should we not even try because the Shulker of Cobble from Wuthering Heights didn't work? What do you guys think? I'm nervous it wouldn't work. I like the Broken Elytra. Okay, let's do Broken Elytra. What do axolotls eat? Does someone know? Like in real life. I know in the game they eat tropical fish, but they just eat fish, other fish, worms and fish and such. What if I did 64 tropical fish, but like the kind you can't feed them? You know, like the... What if we gave them a bunch of tropical fish? Oh my god, I don't even have that many. We could do 16. You know what? We could do 64. Why not? It's not like dead tropical fish do literally anything in this game. There's nothing you can do with this. All right, let's give this a shot. For our first attempt, we're gonna do a Broken Elytra. Okay, let's take off our Elytra. We're gonna put it in the barrel. Okay, pause the music. Here we go, guys. Please, axolotl gods, please. Please hear our prayer. We need this. We have finished mining Wuthering Heights on this day. It would be an incredible day to get the blue axolotl. Please. Okay. Barry. Talia. Come on. Dang it. Okay, that was Barry and Talia. Now we need Summer and... What's his face? Goblin. Summer. Oh, no. No, no! Goblin. There we go. No! No! Dang it. All right. Let's press the button so the 5-minute timer starts. Dude, the song sounds so chopped when my game's lagging. All right, let's see. Is March 11th. And we did one Broken Elytra. Okay. And then we're going to do 64 tropical fish. We could just put that in the book right away. All right, let's go take care of these guys. It's okay, guys. We still have another 2 attempts. Can you get firefly bushes? I can. Alrighty. We should probably go pray while we wait for the 5-minute timer to be up. So, let's get our prayer music on. Oh, great almighty vessel, please hear us on this day. The keepers of the current eternal, your disciples, have sacrificed much so that the current eternal, the tides may come forth and overfloweth from thy vessel. Please do not let these sacrifices be made in vain, for we shall stay devoted until the resurrection of the Azure One. We, the keepers of the current, shall remain loyal. We will not give up our faith. We will continue to sacrifice until the day of reckoning, the rebirth of the Azure One, upon which we may reclaim our many sacrifices. Amen. Amen, dude. All right, let's get our elytra. Well, now we just gotta wait for this guy to spit out water, and then we can make another attempt. So I'm just gonna stand here waiting. What a pretty spot in my world. I like how you can see the greenhouse just over the hill there. Once we fill in this little gap, it'll look really nice. Ugh. As a Christian, I have a strange feeling that praying to in-game objects is satanic. Bro, I've noticed something about Christians. Y'all need to have more fun. Y'all need to not be so serious. I get these comments, so I made a short about how I've made a bunch of religions in game, like the spider religion, the axolotl religion. And at the end of the day, it's all just lore, man. We're just having fun. But I'll get these comments on my shorts being like, "No, the one true religion is Jesus Christ. How dare you?" And I'm like, "Whoa, dude. It's Minecraft, brother." We don't have to be that, we don't have to be so serious, man. I don't know. It's not all Christians, obviously, but just certain people take it so seriously, and it's just lore, man. We're just having fun. We're just being silly. I'm not like pretending that this is an actual real religion. I mean, the spider thing is fine, but when you're actually praying, that feels off. I don't know. I've never been religious myself, so maybe I just don't get it. I've never been to church, never prayed for real, so I don't even know how to do a prayer. I'm just making it up as I go, man. There are always people in every religion that are like that. Okay, but they don't comment on my shorts. If there's any like Buddhists or Muslims or Jewish people, that are that way, they're not on my shorts. It's only the Christians, bro. They take it so serious. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe there's just more Christians playing Minecraft than other religions. I don't know. As a Christian, I apologize for other Christians. No, you're good. It's not like I said, I don't want people to think it's like every Christian or something. It's just like a weird thing I've noticed in my comments. Whenever I do shorts about like my lore and my world, there's always a couple people like, "How dare you?" And I'm like, "It's just a game. It's okay. It's just a joke, man. We're just having fun." Ugh. I'm a Christian, and this is some of the coolest stuff in Minecraft. Is it like I think lore is just so fun. Lore is so fun to add into your Minecraft world. It makes it so much more like rewarding. I don't know. Lore can really make your world come to life, I would say. If there's one thing, like if you're ever struggling in your Minecraft survival world and like you don't know how to get yourself to be more motivated or interested, try adding some lore, dude. Lore can like really make lore can super make you like invest in your world a lot more. Cause like once you have lore, then like all of a sudden like it's so easy to come up with ideas because you can just be like, well, what would these people like need to run their like religion or their town, or like what are they trading with? How does their economy work? And suddenly you have like a million ideas for what to build. I highly recommend adding lore to your Minecraft world. It's really, really fun. Okay. Let's give it another shot. Let's give it another shot. This time we're going to do the 64 tropical fish. Okay. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Take two. I'm going to take off my elytra, put it in the box. Come on, please. Please, axolotl. We need this. We need this. Come on, baby. Okay, Summer and Berry. Hello? Are they gonna make a baby? Oh, there it is, okay. Dang it, okay. Okay, one more attempt, guys. One more attempt today, please. So that was Summer and Berry. We need Talia. No, no, no. Don't eat it. Oh, I picked it up. Oh my God, I picked it up just in time. We almost ruined that attempt. If you misclick, they'll eat the tropical fish. That was so close. Okay, so Talia and Goblin. Come on, baby. No! No! Oh! Dang it, man. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. All right. Well, we already jotted it down in the book, so we're all good. Oh, no. R.I.P., man. Ripperoni. One more time. We don't have another time. That was it. That was it. Ah, so sad. Next time, dude. Next time. All right. Let's throw our buckets in. Buckets. And Maybe it's because you killed the Forsaken children at the beginning? Maybe. But it had to be done. The Pit of the Unwanted must be cold once in a while so that our game doesn't lag like crazy. Oh, man. I love this section of my world, dude. I gotta build more trees. Trees are everything. Trees are, like, literally, it's like the most cracked thing you can do is custom trees. I gotta build more trees, man. All right, guys. Well, that was amazing. We finished mining the mountain. And all we got to do now is finish clearing out the stone at the bottom, which we're almost done with. Very close now. So I can probably do that off camera. And then after that, we just got to work on clearing out up here. But this is probably the last mountain mining stream, guys. I don't think there's going to be another mountain mining stream. So from here on out, it's just mining dirt. We finished placing all 60,000 cakes. We finished mining this cobblestone mountain. So now we just gotta focus on mining dirt for the rest of the time. I never knew this guy streamed. I used to watch his vids all the time. Ben So NY. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you. Thank you for joining the stream, dude. I do stream. I stream every Wednesday. Can't promise what time. Usually in the afternoon. I'm in West Coast time, Pacific Standard. So, yeah, I kind of just stream whenever I wake up and get everything I need to get done in the morning, usually in the afternoon. But yeah, I stream every Wednesday. Bensony, got it right the first time? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be back next Wednesday for another stream. In fact, I might even stream tomorrow because the Wastes SMP is ending. And I really wanted to get another session in before it ends. It was just a 1 month SMP. So I think we might do some streaming tomorrow on the Waste SMP. And then the finale is on Friday. And that should be super fun. So I think I'm going to go live tomorrow. But I'll also be live next Wednesday as usual. Like I said, I'm a big streamer with a real stream schedule this year. We're making money moves, dude. I don't gotta dance. I make money moves. All right. I'll probably tune in if this is the usual time. You'll be my night watch. Sick, dude. I hope to see you next week. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I had a great time. Remember, if you missed some of the stream and you want to catch it, I have a Mogswamp VODs channel on YouTube. VODswamp, Mogswamp VODs. Look up either. It should pop up. And all of the VODs get uploaded there within like 24 to 48 hours of the stream ending. And other than that, check out Mogswamp. That's my side channel where I turn these streams into shorts and long-form videos. In case you're missing Mogswamp content, because I never post on my main channel because I'm a lazy, bad YouTuber. Bad. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, go subscribe to Mogswamp. Go subscribe to Mogswamp VODs, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye. Have a good Wednesday. See ya.